Now that is enough for pretty easy out clause there. So much going on. The last thing you want to do is bring in challenge-based learning. Yeah? That's what we probably would think. So why challenge-based learning? How is it different to problem-based learning? How is it different to inquiry, project-based? You've heard it all. For me, the big thing is that there is actually a challenge. We have the students analyse content, they look at it, they do all the research, but they actually have to do something with it, and that's a really big thing. But there's going to be times where they may not get to a final conclusion or a solution that they try to implement doesn't work. But that's another opportunity for learning and for picking that apart as to saying, why didn't we get there? So that when we have another go at this, we can make sure that doesn't happen again. So a bit of a message here, challenge-based learning doesn't have to be a one-hit wonder where you do it once and go, wasn't that great, and we leave it. I think one of the really great things about the framework is that it's something that schools can implement and then keep refining and getting better at. And it's not only great for the kids because they know the process, but it's great for the teachers because they begin to understand how it all works. So another big thing in Australia at the moment, we have these sorts of shows, The Voice, MasterChef, all these sorts of reality shows. And when you think about it, what is it that makes me cry on the couch with my wife while watching a show like The Voice, when someone comes out and just sings a song? And what is it about, we don't watch MasterChef to watch the cheesy fondue that they come out with at the end, all right? It is about the journey that people go on, isn't it? And that's really what it's about. That's probably maybe a part of the whole promoting curiosity in our classrooms that we're overlooking. We tend to focus a lot on the content. What are we teaching? What are we actually creating with that content? And that seems to be, a lot of the time, that's our focus. And this is the thing that tends to miss out a lot. The process. Where were they at the very beginning? Where did they get to in the end? And what is the evidence of that learning that we have throughout that whole process? And now we have access to cameras, video, audio recording, and the kids have those amazing apps, and we've seen some great ones today. They want to engage with it. They know how to push this out to us. I don't need to be going to every student asking them to see their work anymore. I'll sit with them and work on it with them. Then they can send a copy of what they've been working on to me. But throughout this as well, reflection and evaluation. It's not something that we just did at the end. It was something that we had to build into every step of the way. We had to be providing quality feedback to the students. It wasn't at the end of the project, well done, Johnny, you did a great job, fantastic work. It was really quality. It was what did they do well, what didn't they do well, and working with them on that, the higher order stuff. So to get to this movie, this is a clip that we made as part of the project, and it's a summary of our experience. It's, as I said earlier, it breaks all the rules about making movies, and we've seen some great ones here today. It's 8 minutes long, there's shaky footage, but this is just footage that was taken by students and by the teachers. And the reason we made this was because as part of this project, the team asked if we could make a bit of a summary. But I also felt it was really important that teachers who are really focused in on working with their teams had the chance to see the bigger picture about what they'd actually just achieved, because it was quite remarkable. And what we have here is only a handful of groups that we're working on that you'll see, because we couldn't fit them all in. But where these students are now and where they are like a year later and still working on challenge-based learning, and the discussions that you have with these students, as you would have been having today out there if you've had the chance to have a look around, it's just really amazing work. So I'll show you this and then have a think, get back to you in a moment.
It's given them freedom, it's given them a work ethic where they can plan their tasks. It's given them real life experiences that we strive for as adults in a experience, really.
It's not a huge emphasis on the actual final product, but more along the journey along the way.
I think there's a lot of kids who are far more independent, who might have been a little bit unsure of themselves, or perhaps not seeing themselves as a leader or someone who was really good at a particular thing, and then through this they've shone and then found out, hey, I'm really good at doing that, I'm really good at organising that, or hang on, I am a leader. My group chose me to be in charge and look what I've done.
My guiding question is, what have families lost in a disaster? And the activity I'm doing is a mind map to explain what has been lost.
My guiding question is, will the community ever be the same? And I've chosen to do an interview, and so I can ask someone the stuff that we know. And also, how do you think the students at our primary school could help apart from donating money?
And we're helping a school and their discovery one, and we're making bracelets for them, so whenever they learn bracelets they feel hope and they know that someone's thinking about them.
Trying to get pictures from the mobile gallery to put into our website to show what group did what.
And I'm from Ringwood North Primary School, and we have organised a collection for people to donate pet supplies, and we would just like your permission to send them to you.
Oh, we would love that. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful. It's wonderful. Thank you so much for thinking of it.
So we're doing egg salad for our solution, and egg salad, so we're going to be selling muffins, cupcakes, and cookies.
If we give kids credit, they will just come up with amazing things.
And we got them together and showed them where all their tasks fitted in, and they saw that it was all part of a larger project, and hey, we can all help each other. It was a really good moment in the project.
One thing I found challenging is to take a step back sometimes. It's not to try not to paint that plant seed in the kid's mind, but for them to come up with those ideas themselves.
They're thinking more about what's happening around them and taking an interest in things that don't just happen to them, but to communities in the rest of Australia and the rest of the world as well.
It gives a lot more flexibility when the kids want to present things or even bring about their solutions.
We feel quite good, quite proud that we're helping out someone that isn't as fortunate as us and they're going through a hard time.
It's the real life application that they know they're making a difference, and it's not something that's going to change the world, but it's something little that they've been able to do.
People can actually stand up to it and start to rebuild from scratch, and I find that really fascinating.
Well, I think they're excited about helping other people. I guess the challenges has been so relevant with everything that's going on at the moment, and you've watched the kids go, okay, I can do something to help out, and to watch their projects progress, and as we've got towards the end and they're getting closer to reaching their goal, they're excited about what they've done, and that's been really nice to watch the kids.
I'm really happy about it because I know that I'm helping somebody, or our group is helping some people that have been affected, and that it's a good feeling that we can actually help them and make them feel better, get them back on their feet.
For our kids to be able to articulate what they're doing and to be able to explain why they're doing it, and to have that bigger picture about the world and understand we're not just doing a little unit of work for the sake of it, there's actually a real purpose to it. I think that's really empowering for everybody.
I've always thought that when I'm older I want to do something, but it felt like being a kid in school, still learning how to do maths and stuff, you could never do something, a big project that would actually help. But this has been like, wow, we can actually do something through school. So talking to people outside school is really, I would think we would be able to do that. It makes me feel like I'm making a difference. I'm not just looking at the news, feeling sorry for people. I'm trying to help people. And it makes me feel like a bit of a respect.
Thank you. Now I need to do something that's going to embarrass somebody. Mr. Green, can you come out? This is Michael Green, he's the actual principal of Ringwood Primary School. Now, I would get you, I don't think I can ask you questions actually, because it would be awkward with me puckering up beside you, but change like this doesn't happen in the school unless you actually have a leader who's willing to back you in and make the big calls and be, at the end of the day, someone needs to back themselves in and be prepared to wear it if it doesn't work. And we had lots of really good chats about all of this sort of work. And again, congratulations, Mr. Green, on the impact that you've had. Okay, I won't ask you. Anyway, just the change that we've seen over the last year. What's the school now? Where is it? That's great. It's one really great project, and you look at it, and that's great. But sustaining change and improving it. How's that? Where are we now?
We're probably into our fifth project. We've come up with a 2-year scope and sequence chart for, key concepts: respect, sustainability, resilience, over a 2-year period that the whole school has started studying. I guess the impact has been pretty amazing when you have 160 children creating something like a respect festival where the whole community comes and attends, a little bit like twice the size of this floor plan with 30 groups like in the other room presenting various projects to the community is pretty empowering. Big picture things, things that children that you wouldn't expect to make hard calls, petitions to multinational companies about the use of palm oil and palm sugars encroaching on orangutan zones, and not just books and baking cakes, some pretty meaty subjects. Sorry, I'm very nervous. From 5-year-olds making 2 lots of biscuits, 1 biscuit for the pet and 1 biscuit for the animals, the dogs, in his clinic, to show respect for the job that he does in the community, right through to what we've seen in film is pretty mind-boggling. As I said in the film, it's pretty awesome that they're doing what we would normally see as an adult job.
And the other big thing about that too, in the promo, that the new Apple Time for a New Conversation piece, there's some of the data there was from Ringwood North about the improvement in our mathematics, but also in literacy. And we can only say a lot of it